be doing my final wrap up for the Bookemon Readathon. I ended up reading only 2 books these past 2 weeks, but the first book I finished was Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. I was so obsessed with this book, you guys. So I borrowed this book for my Kindle and oh my gosh, I just fell in love with it. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. So as I mentioned in my last wrap up was that I've been really into Hollywood lately. I've just been really into that story, old Hollywood, even just anything taking place in Hollywood. And then I've also been really into sapphic books, which is female-female romance. I've just been really interested in that lately, and I feel like I've been reading a lot of good books. I've been really pleased with what I've read so far for this Bookemon Readathon. I'm so happy I participated in it. This book follows Emmy, who's just now graduating from high school, and she's interning at a really cool Hollywood studio that her brother kind of helped get her an internship at. She wants to be a production designer, and she's been working as a set decorator and just doing those things. It's so cool to me, she was so young doing all that. So Emmy is out looking for a sofa to use for a film, and she goes to an old movie star's apartment because they're having an auction. They're selling the furniture, and she just can't seem to find anything she wants, but she ends up getting a record, I think for her dad? She gets it, for her brother. She buys a record for her brother because she knows how much it would mean to him. When she's looking through the record, she finds a note that the celebrity guy had left for somebody. Her and her best friend want to solve this mystery of where this person's at, who it was written for. So they end up finding the granddaughter, I believe, of the celebrity, and her name is Ava. She doesn't have a lot. She's been kind of living on her own recently, and now she finds out that she has all this money she can come into. Emmy then starts to develop feelings for Ava. Turns out Ava is actually a really amazing actress herself. She gets cast in the film that Emmy starts working on as a production designer, her first big gig. There's a lot of drama kind of revolving around this mystery of who Ava is and what happened to her mom and that kind of thing. But then there's also drama between them as they kind of learn about their relationship and what they mean to each other. And I just loved it so much. I love that it takes place in Hollywood. I just want that life so much. And her and Ava had a really beautiful relationship. It was really slow going, and I just liked that it was being built, that it wasn't rushed into anything, and that they really found each other and had this genuine conversation with each other about what they want and what's happened with both of them. And I love this book. It's everything I want for my life, except I want to be the actress. But I just loved how it was written. I loved the film concept, that it revolved around Hollywood and movie sets. That's just so cool to me. I loved the romance between Emmy and Ava, and I just had so much fun reading it. I never felt bored while I was reading it. I was always excited to get back into it when I left off, and it was just so good. I really, really enjoyed it, and I thought the romance was written really beautifully and really sweetly. And yeah, so that is the first book I finished. And then the last book that I decided to actually reread, of course, is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. As I keep saying, I've been really interested in old Hollywood, or Hollywood in general, and sapphic romance. This book follows a girl named Monique who is in her 30s. She is a writer at a magazine called Vivant, and she gets asked to do this huge column about celebrity Evelyn Hugo. Evelyn Hugo was the it girl. Evelyn Hugo became very famous around the 50s and 60s and then grew to fame 70s and 80s. There's a huge mystery around her revolving around her 7 husbands that she had. Monique has this big opportunity to go interview Evelyn for a column for her magazine, and Evelyn is auctioning off dresses, so she thinks it's just going to be about that. Turns out Evelyn Hugo wants Monique to write a book about her. She only wants it to go to Monique because their stories intersect at some point, and Monique doesn't really know why Evelyn chose her, but Evelyn has very good reason for picking her and just wants Monique to find success with her novel because Evelyn wants her to publish it once she dies. So this goes back in time to when Evelyn Hugo is becoming a rising actress and doing whatever it takes to make herself famous and to get to Hollywood and just be a star. She obviously sleeps with a lot of people. She does whatever it takes really to get where she wants to be. We then learn about who the 7 husbands are, why she's married to them, and actually who she's truly in love with, and it's just such a beautiful story. I absolutely love this book. A lot of people say that it's overhyped, and I agree that it has been super hyped up, but I personally think it's worth it. When I'm reading this, I can barely put it down. I never want to stop reading it. I love the glamour, the drama, the history of Hollywood. Even though it's fictional, there's still so much that goes into it that just feels so real to me. And Evelyn is a ruthless human. She doesn't care what happens to anybody. She'll do whatever it takes to get where she needs to be. And that isn't the best quality sometimes to have, but it was pretty admirable in some of the things that she did, but also she's not a good person and you can learn about that. It's just like there's so much to her character and I feel like she's a lot more dynamic than what we really learn about, but I just really love this story so much. And I love Hollywood. I love learning about like old Hollywood and reading about it. How everything leads up to how it ends is just so good. And I just love this book so much and I really appreciate it. It's not like the best book I've ever read, but I gave it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads just because I just love it so much. I had only given it 4 stars and then when I reread it, I just loved it all over again. So yeah, this doesn't get old to me and I just love this book. Okay guys, those are the last 2 books that I read so far for the Bookemon Readathon. I'm not sure if I'll get to another book this week. If I end up posting this video at the end of the week, I'll leave a little blurb saying I did finish another book, but if not, then those are all my books that I read for the Bookemon Readathon. I am so happy that I was able to participate in this readathon. I think that I ended up reading a pretty good amount of books. I want to say, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I read like 7 or 8 books, I can't even remember. But I read a pretty good amount, not as many as a lot of other people. But honestly, I probably would not have even like read these books had I not been participating in this readathon. Like I know I would have gotten to them and I probably would have read most of them, but I feel like because of the prompts and the points and whatnot, I think I read these specifically for this readathon. Anyway, I had so much fun participating in it and I can't wait to do another one day. And yeah, so I pretty much enjoyed almost all the books I read and I feel like I got some good amount of points, though I did accidentally mess up one of the prompts and I'm really embarrassed to say I messed up a prompt, but that's okay. It was still really fun and I really enjoyed it. Thank you to Meg especially for creating this readathon and to all our awesome leaders. I had so much fun doing it and I can't wait for another one. That is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to give it a nice little thumbs up. If you want to keep following me on this booktube journey, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ARKAGobble. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye! I forgot to bring Charmander into the video and I have Evie, but Evie's all the way on the floor so I don't feel like grabbing her. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all for the Bookemon theme videos for May and yeah, thank you guys so much.